Welcome back. You're watching Southern Diaries. One of India's largest fitness chains, Talwalkars Better Value Fitness Limited, has recently agreed to acquire Zoba Yoga Studios for an undisclosed sum. To talk more about this, joining me is Anant Gawande, the CFO of the company. Great to have you with us on Southern Diaries. You have recently announced an MOU with Zorba chain of yoga studios having operations in Chennai. What is your strategy as far as your presence in yoga goes?
Zorba the Yoga is a preeminent chain in Chennai. They has 3 studios and they are starting probably a couple of more. The owner of Zorba, Sarvesh, is an extraordinary person whose understanding of yoga, the younger kind of yoga and generally the yoga, is extremely high. Moreover, on the profitability front, in a very small space, without any equipment, he has been able to generate return on capital employed in excess of 45 to 50%, as opposed to our company which does about 18 to 20%. So for us, this is an extremely high level of opportunity. He wishes to expand first in the main metros in the south and mini metros, Bombay, Pune, Mumbai, Pune, within the gyms which we have, wherever we have free floor space, as well as on his own in 2 ways. On his own, he will start studios which are called Zorba, and he will also get into corporates. So whether it is IT companies, major banks, or any other kind of companies who are corporate headquarters and where he can seamlessly start yoga. So it's a very low capital model and extremely high on profitability in ROC.
You said that you'll be acquiring 50% stake in Zoba. Any chances of you upping your stake going forward?
Yeah, we have taken what is called as a consolidation stake, so it is more than 50, slightly more than 50. For the purpose of discussion, it is 50, but we will get full consolidation. So our shareholders, when they see our next year's balance sheet of P&L, will see a consolidation of top line, EBITDA and bottom line, all 3, so line to line. As far as consolidation goes, our philosophy is that we are picking out partners who understand their business extremely well. So whether it is Sarvesh, who is the owner of Zorba, whether it is Rajendran, who owns InShape, whether it is Mr. Talavu, who owns Power World Gym, which are in Sri Lanka, and several other acquisitions which we have done, unless there is a reason for us to believe that we should consolidate this holding to beyond 51%, which is what it is typically, to a higher stake or a full control stake, we would not do it. We have great faith in the existing promoters. We would like to give them a certain amount of independence, and we would like to bring in our reach, systems and vision, as well as the financial acumen which we have, into their thinking, so that the 2 plus 2 here equals to 5 or 10 or whatever is the case.
Other than yoga, what are the offerings that you're looking to expand into in the Chennai market?
Essentially, our philosophy and strategies for South, which will then spread to an all India basis. So we have done almost 3 acquisitions which are South centric, if I may call it. Sri Lanka, as you would know, is neighbors to Tamil Nadu, and Power World Gym is the biggest gym chain in Sri Lanka. The brand which they are incubated there is a low cost brand and can very easily supplement or add value to our hi-fi brand, of which we have 20 gyms. Then there is Zorba the Yoga, which is our yoga exposure, and we plan to initially expand it in South, then in the Western region, and then of course across India, either within gyms or outside gyms, as I explained to you, in corporates or in other places or on standalone basis, as the case would be as part of our strategy. The third is InShape, and we are very proud of that acquisition too. It has made us the most significant player in Chennai. I think we have 10 gyms in Chennai now, and Talwalkar and InShape together under a co-management team will be now exploring possibilities of not only expanding the profitability of the gyms in Chennai, but will try to consolidate and expand the vision beyond Chennai into Tamil Nadu. Besides this, we are also doing several things right now in the southern region, particularly in Chennai and Bangalore, which will fit in very beautifully into what we call as value added, so Zumba and several other things.
One final question, going forward, will your expansion plans be largely organic or inorganic?
See, over the next couple of quarters, 2-3 quarters, now there are a lot of companies which we acquired, so they now become part of my organic growth. So whether it is Hi-Fi, whether it is our own Talwalkars gym, whether it is gyms of Sri Lanka, which is a Power World gym, we are expecting to open about between 20 and 25 gyms in the next 2 quarters, and these are all technically now organic. Besides which, we continue to get a lot of inquiry from north, from east, even from Mumbai itself, for either standalone one-off gyms or chains who wish to either merge their thinking with us or allow us to become 51% or sell out 100%. As we have mentioned earlier, we will not stop looking at acquisitions as a possibility of expanding our market share. What happens is when you acquire a gym chain, if it is well run, if we can get a good customer base, we complete the learning curve much faster. Number 2 is we reduce our competitor to a 0% market share, enhancing our market share. And 3 is we can technically go into new markets where we may not be market leader at all, and some kind of constant leg rent is creating a rift for us.
Great to have you with us on Southern Diaries. Let's take a break now. On the other side, we get you all the details about the first dual property that Marriott has opened in Bengaluru.